Hey, what's up, beautiful people? Thank you so much for joining my channel, The Belanle Babe. Belanle means finds wealth at home, and that's exactly what we're about here on this channel, finding our wealth at home by budgeting and saving via our cash envelope systems. So if you're new here, welcome. My name is Rita, and if you're returning, let's jump right into this video. All right, guys, so today I am back from vacation and I am coming to you guys with a cash expense cash out video for you. This video, as my past couple of videos, is a little delayed. I'm trying to get my life together, you guys, but it is just so busy these days. I'm juggling regular work, family life, and trying to bust out these videos on YouTube, as well as trying to open my business for you guys while running my other one. So just bear with me. I appreciate each and every one of you. In regards to my trip, it was amazing, guys. I really needed that time to just rejuvenate, appreciate me time, appreciate my friends, and we really enjoyed ourselves. It was amazing. We'll see if I can post some pictures here for you guys, just so that you guys can get a glimpse of how things went and how I enjoyed myself.
I feel like it's never going one way. I see your body dripping, I say.
But also, I just wanted to acknowledge that I did never get the footage to work for my, my budget by paycheck for June paycheck number 1. So I apologize that video never uploaded. I tried, and, I could technically still upload it with, recording an additional clip on there. I don't know if you guys would be interested in that. If you would, go ahead and comment below and let me know. Otherwise, I probably will just leave it alone since it's so far delayed at this point. But because of that, what I'll do is I will go ahead and just kind of show you guys this page in my budget binder or my budget book, which showed what my income was for my first paycheck, which was a total of $1,967. And that is with all of my income. So that is with my regular income as well as $30 from Macari. And then my total expenses were $849, and that left me with $1,118 to stuff between my cash envelopes and my sinking funds. So I will just go ahead and let you guys take a peek at that if you're interested. But today's video, we are really here to talk about what expenses I had that came from my cash envelopes and my sinking funds, and we are going to go ahead and talk through that and pull that money out. So here is just a quick snapshot at what my expenses were. We'll go ahead and talk through these, but if you just want to take a quick glance, I was on vacation from the 11th of June to the 14th. So I either did all of my spending before I went on my trip or when I came back home, because I did leave all of my sinking funds and all of my cash envelopes except for my miscellaneous spending envelope. That's the one that I took with me because I took my girls trip envelope and put that $300 into that envelope. I did think about whether or not I was going to do a breakdown for you guys about how I spent my girls trip money, and that was too much. I wasn't thinking about this while I was on vacation. So just to let you guys know, I did end up going over budget by $105 for my girls trip spending money. As you guys know, I did allocate $300, but we went over just a little bit, and you know what, that's okay. We underestimated how many Uber trips we were going to have back and forth from restaurants to back to the house to back to the beach to back to the house to back for nightlife, you know. So between all of us, we took on some extra Uber trip expenses, and that is really where the bulk of my overspending came. But that's okay. That is okay. Again, it was completely worth it. So you guys won't see any of that mentioned here. Again, all that you will see is what I spent before I left, and then a few expenses on the day that I came back. All right, so the way that I want to do this is I think I'm just going to go binder by binder. We'll figure out what I spent, and then we'll pull those funds out and set them aside so we can deposit them back onto our card. I was supposed to do cash only spending this pay period. Yeah, that didn't work out just because of the girls trip, like I said. And then when I came back, I actually came back to 1 day of rest, and then the very next day we had a medical emergency with one of my children, and so things have just been all over the place, guys. So again, bear with me. So let's jump right in to my cash wallet, and most of the money should still be in here, guys, because like I said, I did not take these with me. Now, just for those of you who are new, if I spent any money with cash, I have not really been tracking it or writing it down. This is more so for me to track what purchases I made on my credit card. I am a credit card user. Periodically, you know, that can be a good thing. It helps you, you know, build your credit as you purchase and pay back on time. And then also, depending on what type of credit cards you have, you can get points for purchases, which is one of the reasons why I like it. You can get points for travel. You can get cash back. You can use points towards purchases on Amazon, things of that sort. So that is why I like to use my credit card and pay it back on occasion. So these purchases that you guys will see are only credit card purchases that I'm paying back. And the reason that I explain that is because you might see, for instance, that I budgeted $168 for groceries, but that may not be the amount that is left in my cash envelope because maybe I made a few cash purchases, but then I made some on my card as well. All right. I do a lot of talking, guys, but I also like to explain and make sure that everything makes sense for you guys. So without further ado, we're just going to jump right into this. So groceries is what we're going to start with. So let's go ahead and total up our groceries. I did end up using my little color coordinated key. I did purchase some pens, which I featured in the video that I never got to upload, unfortunately. Let me see if I can grab them for you guys really quickly. So these are the pens. I did get these off of Amazon. There are a ton here, as you can see, a variety of colors. I will link them below in case anyone is interested in these pens. They're definitely a cost-effective option. They were cheap. But they are good quality. I have to buy myself a new set anyway because my daughter did hijack this set for herself. So yeah, I'll link these below in case you're interested. Okay, so here you will see that we spent $133 at Aldi. And then when you come down here, we spent another $10 in grocery items at the Dollar Tree. And that is it for our card expenses towards groceries. So that totals $143. Let's see what we have left in grocery. So left in our grocery envelope, we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 130. So minus 130. So we are $13 short for our grocery budget so far. So what I'm gonna do, let me make sure I have my pens. I kind of just jumped in and started recording. Usually I prep a little bit better. So if you guys see me grabbing for stuff and being flustered, that's why. So we're not gonna worry about this date column because this is really just June, what is our period? June 3rd through June 17th, whatever our expenses were. Okay. So I just have to remind myself how I do this. Okay. All right. So for our first category of grocery, we did $133, guys. Hold on. 133 plus 10 was 143 was our debited amount. And that leaves us with negative 13. I should be writing that in red, but I don't know where my red marker is. I will grab it in just a second. But yeah, so grocery 143 and minus 113. The reason these headers do not match is because, again, in the video I was unable to upload. I let you guys know that I did not get my sticker kit for the month of June, although I do have one for July. But if you remember from my previous cash out, these headers are date, sinking fund, debt amount, and balance. So I'm still following those same headers here. They're just not actually there right now. Okay. All right. All over the place, guys. All right. So that was grocery. So now we have household. So in household, we spent, what did we spend? We spent $10 in household at Aldi, and then at Dollar Tree, we spent another $10 in household expenses. So let's see what we have left in here. All right, so in household, we have 10, 20, and 30 left. So of course, we're gonna take away $20 there, and we have $10 remaining that we're gonna put right back in here. So we have household. Well, we debited an amount of 20, and that leaves us with $10 remaining. See? So that's how we're going back and forth and doing this. It kind of sucks that it's not on the same page, so I have to keep flipping, but you know what? We will make it work. All right, so now we're going to go into pets. So pets, okay, so we just have one expense for pets, which was $10 for cat litter. So let's go ahead and grab this out. We had budgeted 30, but before I left for my trip, cat litter was all I took care of, and my dog had enough food to make it until I came back, as well as my cat did. So we're just gonna take out that 10 bucks, and that leaves us with $20 remaining in our pet envelope. Miscellaneous spending. So miscellaneous spending, this is the envelope that I took with me, guys, and I budgeted $40 for miscellaneous spending, but then I also put $300 for my girls' trip money into here. But I was trying to be extremely mindful about the $40 that I allocated that was in here, and whether or not I had already, made purchases that needed to be pulled from this, or whether or not I could spend any of this money towards my girls' trip. I think I did pretty good though, because I don't think I touched it like that. But let's see, we had a miscellaneous cost here at Wawa. Then we had a miscellaneous cost down here, $25 at Rite Aid, which this was, what was this? This was more medicine, bug bite cream. Like, I just have a lot going on with my kids right now. And yeah, so this was just unexpected. That was a total of $31, as you can see, guys. So, oh, I gotta write my pets on the other side. I just remembered that. But for miscellaneous spend, we have 20, 25, 30, 35. So only $5 is missing. So I think I did pretty good. But with that being said, $31, since we don't have any ones, what I'm going to do is 20, 25, 30, 35. I'm just gonna go ahead and put the whole 35 in, guys, because maybe I can make up with that extra $4 elsewhere. So that is depleted. Let's go ahead and update this other side, because I just realized I did not do that for pets. So we had pets. We had debited $10, and that left us with $20. Okay, and then what category was that? Miscellaneous spend. We debited $31, and that left us technically with $4, but we are just going to go ahead and even that out as a 0. Yeah, I don't know how I want to document that $4 that I'm giving, but maybe I'll just do plus $4. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I'll know what that means. That's all that matters. Okay. So gas it up. All right. So what did we do for gas? It looks like we have one $20 expense in gas on the 7th. And then again on the day that I was leaving, I filled up again for my husband in case he needed to use my car. So that was $20, $40 in total. I believe that should take up everything I have in here. 10, 20, 30, 40. So that is exactly how much we had in our gas envelope. So we're gonna sit that over there. That seems to be the magic number, $40. So we'll see what I get to stuff this week, but that was $40 debited, and that leaves us with a 0. Coffee, but first coffee. Okay, so $2 at Wawa on the 4th. Guys, guess what? So I don't know if you guys remember, I had a free coffee coupon from my job that I showed you guys, right? So I went to Wawa, so excited to use it. I'm like, all right, here's my coffee coupon. I grabbed some other stuff. That's the same day that I had got, I think it was like some snacks for my son or something of that sort. I get home, I realized that she charged me 2 times for my coffee. So even though I used my free coffee coupon, I ended up paying for my coffee anyway. I was so mad that morning, guys, but $2 was not worth going back down the street to the Wawa, so I just chucked it up. But always check your receipts, guys. Always check your receipts. So we had, oh wait, I need this. We had $2 in coffee here. Then we had $4 in coffee at Dunkin'. And then down here, I had some white out here and I wrote it over coffee. I think I originally had this under grocery, but I changed it to coffee because this was K-Cups that I bought at Rite Aid. So that was another $6. So that's a total of $12 that we spent towards coffee or coffee related items. And left in coffee, we have, or not left in coffee, what we allocated towards coffee was $5, $6, $7, $8, $9, $10. So we are $2 short, but again, we just gave ourselves a little extra money in miscellaneous, so things will even out there. So that's coffee. And we debited $12, and that leaves us with negative $2 in coffee. Oh, turning the wrong way. You guys will get to see what that setup's about in my next budget with me video. Okay, so that is it. Oh, bless someone, you know, is not something that I write down, but I did give away all of my ones. I gave away my ones back home here in PA. I wanted to take it to Miami with me, but then in my head I was like, I don't know if there's a lot of homeless people in Miami. I'm sure there are, I don't know, but either way, I didn't see that many, so I'm glad that I gave it away before I went on my trip. So that was our cash wallet, and those were our expenses. So now let's jump into these other categories. What I'm gonna do is just go again, binder by binder. All right, so personal savings, we don't debit out of that. We don't debit out of new car, nothing in spending. Beauty. All right, so we have 2 beauty expenses. On 6/6, we bought $30 worth of beauty supplies for my daughter's hair, which I do my daughter's hair myself. And then down here, we had my hair. I got my hair done for my girls' trip, and that was $200. I got individual braids. So if you know, you know, that's how much they cost. So I paid cash for this. So that is already gone. This $30 should be exactly what's left in here. And that is what's left in here. Again, guys, check your receipts. So what I did was I used my credit card when I made this purchase at the beauty supply store. And I don't make a habit of checking my my statements like every single day, but my Capital One card is so great that they actually sent me an email and were like, hey, something looks fishy. You had a double charge for $30 on the same day from the same store at the same time. is this correct? If not, contact us. So if they hadn't sent me that, I probably wouldn't have caught it until much later. So I'm so thankful. The store had ended up charging me twice. And I know that, you know, the preference is to handle it with the store versus like putting in a dispute on your card so that it doesn't negatively affect the store. So I did contact the store. They were nice enough to look it up. They did their own investigation to make sure it was a true double charge and that it wasn't like just a pending charge that was going to fall off. It was. So I took my card back over to the store and allowed them to process a refund for me. So again, just make sure. Be right back. Okay, so sorry about that, guys. That was the doorbell. So like I was saying, just make sure that you always check your bank statements and your receipts because sometimes you do get double charged and you might need to dispute something or go back to the store and make sure you get a refund. So that was $30, like I said, for my daughter's hair supplies. So we're gonna put that over there. We didn't do anything in social outings. As you guys know, girls trip money was allocated. That was $300 in spending money. We went over by 105, and nothing in family fun and nothing in business. So that is it for our personal binder. Okay, so last but not least, we are going to take a look at our low priority binder here. I'm gonna go ahead and mark down beauty. Yes, babe.
Have a popsicle because it was hot there.
Yes, go ahead. Okay. So for beauty, we had debited technically the $230 if you include my hair, and that leaves us with $0 because we spent all of that money that we allocated. All right. So now let's open up our low priority binder. So nothing went towards travel for this pay period. Nothing went towards holiday. Kids allowance, of course, they did what they had to do. School supplies and rewards, nothing. Clothing, nothing. Birthdays, nothing. Medical, we did have one expense here. So my son, he had a sick visit to his primary care, and that was $10. And I had expected that expense, so that's exactly the amount that we had in this envelope. So we're gonna go ahead and put that over there. Nothing in car maintenance debited yet. As you guys know, I did allocate some money last time, and I will be allocating some more money for the upcoming pay period. We're gonna make an appointment for this soon to get that AC handled. And with that, that actually closes out our low priority binder. So medical was $10 and we used all $10. And so we took care of that. So give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna do these calculations and then we'll see exactly how much money we spent and how much we were over budget. Okay, so that's a total of $496 that we had for this pay period for our expenses. So now if you count our negative row, we had negative $13 and we had negative $2. That's technically a total of negative 15, but we did give ourselves back, let's do negative 15. We did give ourselves back this $4 extra from our money. So we're gonna do plus 4, and that leaves us with a total of negative $11. So not too bad, guys. I feel like that is the exact same amount. Let me check that we went over. Okay, last time we went over negative $16 and this time it's negative 11. So we've gotten a little bit better. Still over budget, just a teeny bit, but definitely not too bad. So now let's go ahead and count the cash. I'm gonna get this organized and count it to see exactly how much we are putting back on our card. All right, so let's go ahead and take a count. We have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85. So $285. And if you remember, we had $200 in cash that already got allocated. So that's a total of $485. If you do $496 minus the $485, then that gives us our negative $11. And that is what we landed at. So our budget came out correct. So we are gonna go ahead and put this money back onto our card in the bank. And in the next video, you guys will be able to see me set up shop for my June paycheck number 2 and what that budget is going to be. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry for kind of being thrown together really quickly. I'm trying to catch up for you guys now that I am back and back to regular life. But anyway, please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.